Zach had a video, I don't know if you've seen it, that went completely viral, roasting this, like, attractive girl. And it was, everybody just latched onto this thing because it was, like, it was our revenge. It was every guy that ever wasn't talked to by a pretty girl.
And very Zach, funny chick named Karen Feehan.
Oh, I think I met her last night.
Yeah, who dates Louis J. Gomez.
Yeah.
She was cool. My best friend's
great.
girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
And that was my first battle. And she came in. She's great now. She's done it a bunch, but she came in and I don't think she really understood the concept. I think she got the say mean things part, but no one gave her the part where it's also a joke.
Right.
And she just said like mean things in a row. And she's
funny. She was quick.
Yeah, she's very good.
There were 2 video selections to choose from. One was 20,000 views. One was 2 million views. Adrian chose the 20,000.
You got 2 million views? Oh, good for you.
20,000. Yeah.
Right. I didn't. It's funny. I never knew her before, and watching her and Lewis roast each other, I thought she was really funny, and so is he. I was like, I give them both credit. Like he didn't. He took the gloves off.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a strong relationship. Voss and Bonnie are like that. They just say horrible shit. Like I would be so resentful if my chick said shit like that to me.
You would?
Great.
Yes.
You wouldn't be able to handle it well?
No.
Trust me, it's funny on stage with the two of them. When you're just in a room with the two of them, unbearable.
Oh. It's caustic.
Oh, this fucking cunt in Puerto Rican just going at it. It's just an I Love Lucy episode that never gets funny.
So are you just roasting, like, how much of your time is spent roasting versus actually doing traditional stand-up?
After this tournament was literally just a month of my life writing jokes because going more towards I'm doing a lot more roasts and then I do stand-up a couple times a week. But the roasting is starting to be my thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was talking to Mike Lawrence about it, and he was just talking about the research that a good roaster has to put in.
Right.
Like, because you have to write jokes all the time, but you also have to research to make sure you're hitting the right stuff. Just all the time.
Yeah, we can't reuse shit.
Right.
So I'm like spending all this time writing and then I have to throw it out. Like sometimes I can retool something to make it about somebody else if I don't use it. But, you know, with these, we all kind of have an agreement that we don't reuse anything on each other.
Yeah, and you had a couple of specific, I won't repeat them because they might air on Comedy Central, but there was a couple of really fucking mean, specific, obviously from research, that I didn't know about the other guy, but it was still funny. Like, you don't have to know shit when somebody references the death of someone else's family member.
Yeah, to know that it's terrific.
It's great. I don't have to know how the guy's dad died or whatever. I just know that you're like, and your dead dad, like, oh.
Yeah, the guy I faced on the taping is Evan Williams, also really funny.
Yeah.
And we went out to a diner together and just told each other every sad thing about our lives. And I realized like a half an hour into each other telling, you know, each other who's dead and whose family. I was like, anyone walking by thinks we're on the world's worst first date right now.
Were you doing that for this reason?
Yeah, we went out together just to give each other shit for roast battle.
Wow.
We all the people that do it at the stand all the time. We pretty much, if you're facing somebody, we make a point to go out together, go have a meal, and like to become friends first.
That's kind of cool. Okay.
So it's like that Mike Birbiglia improv movie, except you're all saying terrible things about each other. Yeah.
Oh, I would just make shit up. Dude, I'm devastated because I was fucking 3 models and one of them died. My cock broke her in half. Oh.
Has anybody taken it like too personally? Like to the point where it's like, oh, that's like
one kid who I don't want to name was at the stand and ran upstairs crying.
No,
it was pretty brutal.
Rich boss.
He ran upstairs crying?
Yeah.
What was it? Was he bombing or was she bombing or was it something somebody said about them?
He was bombing and then I think somebody just hit him with something he wasn't ready for.
Oh.
Wasn't that
like
the
family or something like
Probably,
that? Usually that's usually what it is, yeah.
As somebody's bombing, you don't let up at all. Like you don't you're still going to kill. You're not going to go half speed because they're bombing.
Right.
Then you make the bombing even worse.
Yeah, I mean, because they're at the point where like this is like a YouTube thing. Like people like look up, like there's a whole roast culture now where people like look us all up, so you can't waste the opportunity.
No.
Yeah, 2 million views. It's almost 3 million.
Almost 3 million.
Jeez.
That's probably your big this is
So you really destroyed her in this one?
I caught her off guard up top.
You want to hear a little of it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Karen Feehan's comedy career is like a poor kid's Xbox controller. It won't be able to last much longer with just the double A's that it came with.
His tits are way bigger than mine.
great crowd, too.
She didn't seem rattled.
No.
Zac is hilarious. He's actually the funniest one on Lewis's podcast, which is like saying he's the guy with the highest T-cell count on the AIDS floor. I'm just kidding. He would look way better if he had AIDS.
Maybe later you can give it to me.
That's the fun part.
I like how you stick your belly out when you're confident.
Yeah.
That's how I establish my dominance. I puff up like
a bear.
Guys, Karen Feehan is a real pro. A lot of comics get butterflies in their stomach before they go on stage, but not Karen, because all of her butterflies have drowned in black guys' cum.
Funny.
It's racist.
What did she say?
It's racist.
Zac and I, we actually have a lot in common. We both wear makeup. We both love films. We both eat too much. I'm just kidding. He's disgusting. What, babe? You are.
Oh, is that the bit? Okay.
There you go. That was your joke.
Karen got banned from this very comedy club for getting blackout drunk and calling the booker a faggot. Or as she calls it, networking. Usually to stop getting booked at a comedy club, all Karen has to do is her act.
That's great. If you want to see it, Google. I don't know why they call him nerdy comedian.
I think it's because they wanted to
make it
viral.
Yeah,
thing.
it started as nerdy comedian the first day it started getting shared, and then it went to chubby comedian, then it went to fat guy. I absolutely love getting called Michael Moore every single day on YouTube.
right.
That's funny.
We're tweeting it out at Jim and Sam Show on Twitter. So
But
you
here's
can
what I
find
like
it.
about her, like that she got her ass kicked in that one, but she's ballsy enough to still go out and do it again. Like she doesn't seem
And
like she
she's
really
gotten
cares.
great.
Yeah, she was very funny in the roast battle, and so was Lewis.
And she's hot.
Yeah.
You have to go in though, guns blazing, because like Zac does. You haven't been here when Lloyd Kaufman has been up here, have you? He's the guy.
No,
in
I
charge
was
of
away.
Trauma. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Zac does all that stuff, but he does like naked rolls.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, I AD'd his last two features, and in exchange for that job, he asked me to be naked for like a half an hour in his new movie.
Oh, that's cool.
It was like a game of gay chicken basically, and I refused to back down.
Oh, wow.
And so like there's plenty of stuff out there about you to make fun of.
Yeah,
You
I have
know
a
what I
pretty,
mean?
I have a pretty open life. But
Right.
even Jeff Ross the other day was like, "What are you gonna say about Zac that's gonna like shake him at this point?"
Right. It's all there.
Yeah, because like my whole act is basically what's wrong with me. You're the sum of your flaws. Is something Big J told me once, and I feel the same way. So I mean, there's nothing you can really say that's gonna hurt me at this point.
Right. The sum of your flaws.
I would have done it good naturedly.
What would you?
What- how would you
how
have
so?
done it?
Hey, Zach, there's only half a beard. What, did the other one leave or something? You know.
What do you mean half a?
I
The
guess.
other one?
good-natured.
Like there's two beards?
Yeah. Zing.
That's not a thing.
It's a zing battle.
How great would that be?
Jimmy Norton zing
If
battle.
they advertise like Jim Norton's going to be at roast
And
battle
then you
this
just do
week.
really good-natured, weak, awful jokes.
Yeah, I just came up and did Josh good-naturedly.
Where's your glass? Where you can't see too good or what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ever try contacts? I hate when they dry out.
Just keep it good-natured.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Well, we were on break. I meant to tell you we were talking about Trump, and Tom was saying that it was the one thing that you couldn't get over was that he just completely denies climate change.
It's so strange that you're going to have a president that's going to say that it doesn't. Yeah, that
It doesn't exist at all. And it's so funny that you brought that up because I never forget. Like I watched Celebrity Apprentice all the time, and before he was running for president or anything like that,
Yeah.
he stood in front because he just used that show just to get because he loves being in front of people,
Sure.
and just saying things.
Yeah.
So he stands in front of this group of celebrities, and they're on a roof in New York, and it's like a cold day. You know, it's the winter, and he's standing in front of them, and he's like, "So, how many of you believe in global warming?" And I'm like, "Oh, he must be leading to what the big task is for the episode."
Yeah.
And like a couple of them raise their hand, and he just leans in and he goes, "So then why is it so cold?" Anyway, he goes
No.
and he left it in the episode.
Oh no.
Like it was a total non
Like it was
sequitur.
poignant.
Yeah, and he's like,
Well, the other footage was just a half an hour of him saying the N-word. That was
Do you know I heard they had footage of that, like him dropping that, but they guess they can't release it because they're afraid of being sued. But I heard that they had that. It may have just been a rumor.
I heard that rumor too.
I feel like somebody would have released it by now if it existed.
Maybe they
Yeah.
would have taken the big picture and just said this is political important.
the guy who
thing.
created it, what's Mark, whatever his name is, said,
Burnett.
Mark Burnett put out a thing as soon as that rumor started that was like nobody is allowed.
Doesn't matter.
to put
Edward
these
Snowden
tapes out.
and fucking and Bradley Manning released shit. I mean, they don't always care about getting in trouble for something like that. Even though
Legally.
one went to jail, one to Russia. Bad examples.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They're gonna whatever. Devil may care attitude, I suppose.
Yeah.
Why is it so cold?
Because if they had tape of that and him saying that would be a bigger picture than the pettiness of suing someone for showing you that he said.
Yeah, then he would have won the popular vote too.
It would be difficult for Donald Trump to be able to come back from that and by suing. You know what I mean? Like he would probably just want to bury
Well,
it
Mark Burnett would have sued.
as quickly as possible. And I don't think Mark Burnett would have, in the long run, sued because he would have come across like a Trump apologist.
Maybe.
And if he's dropping N-bombs. Although, if you can get away with saying that you grabbed a girl by the pussy, you can get away with a lot.
Sure.
A
Imagine
lot.
if he had that in the same sentence, just describing the girl whose cunt he grabbed. What is that tiny little laptop? It's driving me crazy.
This
What?
is the MacBook Air.
I hate the Air.
The
Why do you
Air,
hate
it's
the-
so
Fucking
great.
hate it. It's not good. I mean, I'm not gonna fuck it.
So good.
I mean, it is. I mean, light and airy. It's no lie. But I mean, it's
Yeah.
just too fucking small.
You
and
get
there's
all
this-
your work done, and it
they
just
can't
slides
plug
in your-
anything in. Fucking Apple. Why do they hate plugging shit
What
in?
do you got to plug in?
Anything.
What?
I don't know. My fucking things.
What
That's true.
What things do you
Headphones.
have? What? You have a headphone
There's a
jack?
headphone jack in there.
It's too small.
It's perfect.
By the way, he's got the new phone with no headphone jack.
You got it? You said the other night we were going to go together.
Oh, no. Did
Ah,
you go
come
without
on.
Tom?
Because my phone was shitting the bed. I had to get a fucking phone.
Where'd you get it?
I went to the Verizon. I went to Apple on 68th. They had it. Black. No fucking SIM. I mean, no whatever the fuck unlocked.
Can I see it?
Yeah, just don't go through the photos.
I know. Jimmy, we were sitting at dinner the other night. Jimmy's going through his phone. I think it was Instagram or something. I'm like, your phone is so much more interesting than mine. Every shot is just something I haven't seen ever.
Right. Like if somebody
Mine's
took,
all like puppies and children and
Yeah. if somebody took your phone, it'd be like, at least I have the contacts backed up. That's fine. If somebody took Jim's phone, it'd be, oh, fuck.
By the way, people were telling me we were talking about backing up to the iCloud. Why I won't do it? You don't have to back your photos up, but you do have to back up your text messages.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
The text messages
Not
are the problem
pictures. I don't care if people see my dick
for you? Right.
or some girl's twat. I don't care about that.
But can't you just back up photos? I think you could just, you don't have to back up text messages.
you do.
You just click no.
There's
You
no
swipe
option.
no.
There's no option for it.
I don't know if that's true.
I guarantee there is. I've
All
looked.
right. Well, I mean, I'll take your word for it.
Huh.
You seem to have more protected. Do you have anything on your phone, Zach, that you
I am
want?
in a committed relationship for the last 3 years, so this.
Oh, really?
This phone is pretty okay.
Yeah.
this
phone
phone is clean.
This phone I could get stolen, and it's just pictures of my dick, like playing the guitar and shit.
Right. It's just your dick for funsies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't really, you honestly, like, you don't care. Do you lock your phone or no?
Nope.
Wow. And you don't have pictures on there you're embarrassed by?
No, I'm out. I mean, Sam was just saying I'm naked in like 2 movies now, so like.
It is what it is.
Yeah. That's
It's-
To be honest with you, Jim, I have a 2-gauge Prince Albert. I want everybody to see my cock.
Do you really?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I stretched the ring for fucking 4 years. I
What
want
is
everybody.
2
my
gauge?
God.
With,
It's a 14 gauge would be a
happening?
regular earring.
Yeah.
A
There's
14 gauge.
And a 2
2
gauge.
gauge, so that's like.
There's a big, thick earring in the head of his penis.
Yeah,
What?
So I want everyone to see my dick all the time.
Wait, what?
Tom was like, "What is happening here, gentlemen?
Wait a
What are
minute.
we talking
Wait,
about?"
excuse me?
Which one is the 2 gauge? The small one up there? I'm looking at a picture of an ear.
Yeah. By the way, the small one is grotesquely large.
Yeah.
Wait, why would you put that in your penis?
I've always wanted. I saw the movie Strangeland when I was in high school, and a guy gets his dick pierced, and ever since then I was like, "Oh, that's a thing I need."
Yeah.
Really? Were you very sexually active in high school?
Not until the end of high school, Jimmy.
Oh my god.
my God. That's a
For the listeners, I just showed Jim Norton my cock.
Does it look painful?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Wow.
So that's always it's like a hoop earring at the end.
Yeah, it's a captive bead, so you have to use a tool to take it out.
Oh my god.
Jeez. When you have sex, you have to take it off.
Oh God, no.
You
That's the
keep-
only reason I ever used to get laid.
Aren't you afraid of getting it
really?
like ripped off or no?
No, it's really right in the meat. I don't think it's gonna.
Does it go into the hole where you piss or no?
Yeah, it
Oh,
goes
the
in the
urethra.
urethra and out the bottom of the
Does
head.
that mean you piss on it when you piss?
I guess,
But
but
it
at
is
least
what
that
happens.
who
Piss is
cares?
pretty sterile, yeah.
Yeah.
But what about infection, though? You worry about infection? Do you have to clean it? Does it smell? Because
No.
I've kissed girls on the neck, and that little gauge earring they have stinks.
Yeah, if you don't take care of it. But I mean, I've never had a problem with it. I got it when I was like 18, and I started stretching it after that. And I've never really. I mean, I'm also a fucking pervert, so I used to have dominatrixes hang shit off of it while they beat me.
Oh, interesting.
Really?
Okay.
Because then it's
Wow.
like a control thing where you can't jerk off. So I had a girl that used to like put a gallon of water on it and slowly fill it.
Oh,
But then when it comes off, the fucking release, you know,
But wait a minute. So what? How the galley? Your dick is gonna rip off if you don't do it properly. You got to do that a certain way.
she was a pro. Okay. she was.
She knew what she was doing.
She was a go-getter and a professional.
Yeah, you gotta watch certain one. There's been I read a story recently of like 2-3 girl a guy died because he was into mummification, which is crazy to me. I'm so claustrophobic that does nothing for me. It's where they want to be mummified and then a little hole cut in the thing.
Is
And-
it
and you could
stimulating for
suffocate.
you
He
sexually?
died.
Nah, it's the same.
It's just right.
It's the same. But I mean, I've met it. I think it's on a lot of girls' like sluck it list, where they're like, I gotta try that once. I've
does-
gotten.
What do they say about
Just
it?
Zach, point the mic a little bit more.
Oh,
dead
sorry,
on. That's
buddy.
okay.
What do they say about it? Is it a difference? It must
When
be
a girl
different-
really knows her box, usually they know what position that it'll work in, and they'll have a good time.
Wow.
Or they're just lying to me, but I don't care.
Right.
I
but
can
that's
see a
great
girl
that
liking
you,
it.
yeah, you could sit there and just say, yeah, I have a Prince Albert 2 gauge,
Yeah,
and they're like, there's women that'll be like, I have to use that.
yeah.
I
I've
have to
definitely
that should be inside me. I
gotten
need
more
to.
pussy than I would ever have deserved in my life because of that.
What a great trick! I hope there are a lot of people out there right now that do not get laid. They're just all lining up to get their dicks pierced.
You just try it.
Yeah, because you can just take it out, right?
Yeah, if you don't like it,
Wait,
take it out.
But if you took it out now, you'd
If I
have a
took it
big-
out now, I'd have like a hole there, but it's
Hole
not
in-
like pee would come out of it. Like it would close up enough, but it's never gonna heal all the way.
But you'd always have a hole in your dick.
Yeah,
That sounds
Lordy,
really.
lordy.
Because I've seen people who have the gauge. What's it called? Oh, it's the thing you have in your.
Oh, this is a Monreal, and then this in the middle is a Labret.
The labret. I've seen people who had a labret taken out, and you can still see the little hole
Right.
from it having been there. I never got pierced, or I don't like the pain of it, or no tattoos or any of it. It just kind of freaks me out, like scares me.
Yeah.
But I understand the dominatrix angle. I knew a dominatrix who I used to see. You know the story Colin tells about when we came back from Iraq?
Yes.
I ran out of the fucking airport to go see a dominatrix.
Yes.
And without even saying goodbye. That's a true story. That girl, who was very, very beautiful, she would tell me stories about clients. Not by name, but just guys that had done it. She said one guy was a doctor, and he liked it when she would take a scalpel and put it slightly in the hole of his cock and slice up. Not, again, to do tremendous damage, just to tear.
Tom, that's kind of your thing, right?
I'm so nauseous.
Yeah, not as much.
I'm nauseous, and Zach's eyes just lit up.
The guy Bob Kelly's stomach.
I got to make a
bug.
call after this.
She said she would slice up a little bit, and the thing that he liked about it is when he would piss for the next few days, it would burn, and he would think of it would be like other girls. I'll spank. I'm not that hardcore, but they like when they feel it the next day, or if you bite someone, they like when they feel it the next day. It reminds them, and that was what he would like about it. Apparently, that's fucking crazy.
So fucking
Do you
crazy.
still do the dominatrix thing? Or you
No,
don't-
my chick's. I'm now in a committed relationship with a preschool teacher, and she's
Yay! She ever bring home perks?
lots of paste.
You should go through her phone.
Yay! Give Prince Albert a kiss.
Oh, just Uncle Paul trying to set up really gross threesomes.
Yeah.
They love shiny things.
How about me, you, and a Care Bear?
Oh.
Yay! Kiss the little shiny ring.
Does your gal ever want you just to take it out and not have it around?
I'll tell you, she's gonna hate that I said this. So it's captive bead ring. You need a tool, take it out. For a while, it was loose enough that I could take it out because when I get blown, Like there's a lot in the way.
Right.
And it's like knocking around in their teeth. So like
Yeah.
So for a while, if she was gonna blow me, I would take it out. But then it got too loose. And one day we fucked, and afterwards, I took my dick out, and there's just nothing on the end of it. And I was like, oh no, and I reach in her,
No.
and I get the ring, and I'm like, oh, thank God. And then I was like, oh, there was a ball at the end of this.
Oh, no.
And it's just her squatting over the bed, and me with like 2 fingers like up against the wall, and I'm trying to, because I was like, I do not want to go to the hospital at 3 o'clock in the morning for this.
It's a real box of Cracker Jacks. Little gift. A little prize comes out. I got a ring.
Metal yard in there.
You got it out.
Yeah, I had to press it up against like the wall of her pussy, and then like slowly inch it down.
It's like when you drop something between the seats.
Yeah.
On the right when you drop your.
So when did you realize you like dominatrixes?
What an adventure.
When I realized that the only way this girl I liked was going to touch my dick is if I let her beat me up, and then it became a thing.
And so you were like, okay, fine, kick me.
Yeah, and then I just got into it.
She was. I don't mind my dick slapped a little bit. Like I can't. Again, not real pain, but there's something about. I was getting a massage one time, and this girl, like, she was so fucking sexy, and she was like letting me be naked, and she wouldn't touch my dick. So she was like, your dick's in the way, and then she just took it and she slapped it out of the way. Not hard.
You like that though?
But it was like, oh, and she meant it, like just dismissed it. I was like, fuck yeah. Years later, I saw her in another state, and she wound up being very drunk and wanted me to fuck her in the ass, and I wouldn't do it because she was drunk.
So you had a crush on a girl, and she was like, I like to. If you let me beat the shit out of you, you can come over.
Yes, and that started
pretty
a
hot,
wild
actually.
love affair
Yeah.
with pain.
How old were you?
Like 18, 19?
So wait, she was into that, or she was just?
Yeah, she was into that, and she did it. I've never paid a dominatrix. I've always just kind of had these off and on relationships with girls that were pros, and they liked hanging out with me, and that's how it would end up.
So did your girlfriend dominate? Is she like dominant?
No, my
or-
girlfriend's a sub, so we
Okay.
that tends to be my thing. I
You
like.
miss it?
You know, not really, because my 2 things are either being very aggressive with chubby girls. My girlfriend's a chubby muffin, and or getting beat up by tiny chicks. It's like a Frankenstein syndrome.
What a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's always been like little tiny girls who beat me up.
Oh, okay. So fucking like Lewis's girlfriend. She's just small, like that
Yes.
build of girl.
Exactly.
Did your girlfriend get insecure?
No, she's pretty cool with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's pretty open minded. She's a lot of fun.
Does she let you do that, or no? You don't do it now. You're okay.
No,
You're
I've
okay.
I've been a good. This is the first time I've ever been a good boy.
Yeah, if you got somebody who can own you, being owned by somebody, it's not about being down. It's a weird thing when that one person, like, they make you feel high. You're so turned on by them, you get like fucking stoned, like that. When you find someone like that, you don't want to fuck it up because it's just rare.
Would you get turned on if somebody wrapped you up in plastic wrap and then made you wear cocksucker red lipstick?
You know, I've watched the videos where the guys are tied up. I like it when they get hand jobs. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But I do not trust a girl post me coming with me wrapped up like that because I'm too afraid she's going to put the cum on my face or something.
I'm too afraid she won't.
Don't forget.
Where are you going, lady? This job's not done. I deserve a treat.
Yeah, you're spilling it. You're spilling it. Yeah. I don't think I would like my own cum on my face. I've told so many girls, I'll lick my cum out of your pussy, I'll do that. But man, the immediacy of the mind change when you come. Nothing happens faster than going, I'll eat my own cum. No.
I'm not going to do that.
Done. Not even an option.
Oh, yeah, it's like when the guy wakes up and 28 days later from the coma.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, this transaction's over. What am I doing?
Finished.
This is finished. That's exactly what it's like. I won't do it. So yeah, I'm not afraid of that. I'm afraid of the
Just making a whole bunch of promises that you're just not going to keep.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
In the moment, though, you believe, right? Like in the moment, you'll be like, yeah, I'll do.
Nothing is hotter in the moment than saying these things. But it's weird that you would you've had these relationships with dominators. That's really lucky. I've dated girls who were really dominant and would be perverts, but I've never actually had a relationship with a dominatrix.
Yeah, just
Not
somebody.
meaning like that I didn't.
And I just get to hear all like the horror stories of working at a dungeon. By the way, 90% of which Hasidic Jews.
Yes.
Really?
Really?
Right, filthy. They a lot of the doms would say, "Yeah, I would make the guy hop in and shower immediately." They're into scat. A lot of those guys are really hardcore.
And then they have to bring the come back home in a tissue because they can't drop their seat on the floor.
oh, that I didn't know.
The one dom I dated said that she had a guy that would come in and try to jerk off while she was like turned around so he could run out without paying. I know you're shocked.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Fucking
so much
amazing.
going
The
on
manager
in
of
the
B&H.
Tradition.
That's funny.
Oh my
That
god.
is really funny. Yeah, I've heard the Hasidic guys can be pretty fucking hardcore.
Because they're so like their culture is not
Repressed.
Is repressed.
Very
yeah.
repressed sexually. But there's a part of me that like they're so lucky. A lot of these guys, because they can not necessarily the Hasidics, but guys that can just come so easily. Like, for me, it's so many bells and whistles. Like, it's hard for you to blow a load. Like I get so many bells and whistles that have to be. My nipples got to be played with. I got to be in a certain headspace. Like I can't just sit there and get blown and come.
Now, if I can have my nipples licked and like 2 fingers under my balls pushing up, done.
Yeah, but that is an
It's also,
operation.
it's also well thought out.
Yeah.
You're very.
I know me, Tom.
Yeah, you really do. Like, there's no stone unturned.
You don't need any of that stuff, man. You're pretty normal like with that.
Yeah, this is all new to me.
You could just like when you fuck. Do you need to have verbal or because Sam doesn't talk when he? I have to have.
I don't talk much. Just like every now and then, maybe a little bit, but not
Right.
much. I've said 7 minutes is about as long as I need,
Yeah.
and as long as I can get some pumps in, I will be fine.
Some pumps in.
Yeah, I'm still, because you know what I think my mentality still goes back to the kid in high school that didn't get laid and is just, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening.
You're happy to be there. Okay,
Just happy to be there.
that's great, man. I would give up all my perversions for that.
Yeah.
All of them. Yeah.
Well, you don't waste any time with it. It's like you think about it, then you do it, and you're done, and 15 minutes has passed, and you're ready to go about your day. You know what I mean? You don't. It doesn't take hours out of your life.
Wow.
Do perversions all come from something that happened when you were young, or is it just instinct and try things and you like them?
I can definitely like my whole dominatrix thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I know the day that happened.
When?
Oh yeah.
Because it's for me, it's like I like a girl like yelling and like being super aggressive.
Uh-huh.
And I probably shouldn't tell. I remember being a kid in the tub, like young. And so young, like when you get a hard on, you don't know what it is. It's just like, I don't know what my body's doing.
Right.
And I remember just being in the tub and not jerking off, not touching it, just staring at it, being like, what is this new thing I do? And at that moment, my mom walks into the bathroom and just goes, I'm going to tell your father! And slams the door.
Oh.
And like a year into dominatrixes yelling at me, I remembered that. And I was like, oh yeah, that'll do it.
Wow.
Yeah. That was the association with the boner. Or that's real, or the pretty girl yelling at you, like the humiliation. Humiliation.
Yeah,
I get that.
Fucking
yeah.
crazy though. It just clicks in like that.
I feel like I saved a lot on therapy remembering that.
Yeah, because I was
Yeah.
just gonna say, like, it's probably really unusual that you remember that. Like, other people have probably the end result, but have no idea where it came from. Do you know where all your?
I don't
perversion
know.
came
Like
from?
I like it when an older woman it sits on my face and says, "Eat Nana's pussy while Granddad sleeps." I don't know where that comes from.
Yeah.
No, I don't know where a lot of them come from. Some of them I do
Because you
know.
weren't. Were you?
Jim is
weren't
under
molested or anything,
he's
right?
under the misinformed belief that he was not molested as a child. I mean,
Yeah.
that's obviously been blocked out.
Yeah, believe
Right.
me. Yeah, I keep thinking I wasn't, but then I just keep walking up to this wall and there's nothing behind it. I'm like, oh no, oh no.
Oh, shut
So, are memories supposed to start before you're 11? Yeah, they are. They are. That's interesting. The fucking tub you get yelled. You ever talk to your mom about that or no?
I don't think. I mean, hopefully nobody tells her that I just talked about it on the fucking radio.
Yeah, you started this, Mom.
But you like pain. Oh, so maybe the pain in the dick is like my dick is bad.
Yeah, I think it might be.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But it's weird what sex is and what makes you fucking.
It's also fucking crazy, like that for a parent, that one split second instinct, just decision. Like she probably didn't think, like later on,
And she probably didn't know what to say.
Right.
Like, it was such a weird moment
she
for
just
her.
emotionally reacted.
Yeah.
Sure, she's
and
got
then,
a 20-year-old son in the tub.
but now she has changed and warped her son's sexual identity forever.
And it was like, yeah, and
just
to
a-
her, it was like doing the dishes, just walking in, cleaning, getting stuff, and
oh my God, that's disgusting. And leaving.
yeah, no
and,
idea that she's traumatized.
Yeah.
But it's really funny.
Did you ever get like a strap on or anything like?
No, I've had like small I had a girl put a blunt wrapper up my ass, like the plastic shell that a cigar would be in that you would
Oh,
wrap.
I thought it was a guy who told it like it was.
and rhymed.
A blunt wrapper.
What is a blunt wrapper? I mean, I know
It's like a plastic.
Cigar tube.
Yeah, like a plastic
oh,
cigar
but it's a
tube.
hard one, not
Yeah,
nuts.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Did you like it or no?
No, I don't really.
I can't
I
take
just feel
it
like I
either.
have to shit.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. I'm almost lucky. Like I've tried a little bit of that, but I just can't do it. But it's not it's a physical thing, not a moral thing. My body's like and I'm
You're
grateful.
almost yeah.
I don't
Because
need that
otherwise,
demon.
otherwise you'd have miles up there, right?
Yeah, man. Plus the disease factor, it's dangerous.
Yeah, I think so. So, were you dating like traditionally in high school, or was this one of the earlier girls that you were?
Oh, I didn't get laid till like the end of high school.
Right.
I was such a fucking nerd off loser.
Yeah.
And then I just realized I can go fuck fat girls from other towns. And,
Every town has fat girls.
They're
Yeah.
everywhere.
And then on and off relationships. This chick that I'm with now, I think is the first girl I've ever dated long term that wasn't some type of sex worker.
How long?
I'm with her for 3 years now.
Wow. That's
I tend to like sex workers too. It's almost like with the sex worker, you don't have to explain. Okay, look, this is my bag. This is who I am. They're okay with it, and then you have. There's nothing worse than liking somebody.
You know you're not gonna have to deal with their father ever.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. All right, once a year on that day, you're gonna have to hold her and go, "It's all right. It was his fault." But aside from that, you're not gonna have to put up with him.
Yeah.
But it's weird that you don't have to explain your weird sex shit. They get it, and you're not gonna fall in love and then go, "Oh gosh, she can't turn me on." That's the worst when you like a girl, but they just don't get that part of you, and it's like, I'm gonna just cheat.
Yeah, because you're not satisfied with just some pumps.
No.
Like if that's all you need, I've never thought like, oh, what if she can't turn me on? Because she's a female, it should be fine. You know what I mean? She should
It'll
have that
work out.
ability. Yeah. it
Do you
shouldn't
get
be
jealous of a
problem.
sex worker goes out and does other work? That would make me jealous. Like again, I don't object to it, but if I was dating someone and they were actually actively dominating or actively, I would be kind of jealous.
Yeah,
of the
I
time.
couldn't stay faithful to the times I've dated sex workers. I just had too much of a hang up, and even if I tried, I would just resent them in my own weird way, and I had to cheat.
Because you'd be like, I want to do this, and like, well, I can't. I got a session or whatever. I'd be like, ugh.
Yeah, and one was a cam girl, so it was like I wouldn't even like in my own bedroom. She'd be like, "All right, I got a private show," so I'd have to like go fuck off for an hour, and I was just like so much resentment in me.
Oh.
I wasn't mature enough at the time to figure it out, but
I don't know if a cam girls wouldn't. I don't know if I'd mind as much just because they're not being physical, and they make decent money, but they don't get to keep enough of that money.
I get it when you're young though, because it's like you have to leave now because I have to talk to this guy on the computer,
Sure.
and like we're gonna be, as close as he's gonna think that we're in love or whatever, and that fucks with you.
Yeah.
she had one guy that literally was Santa Claus. He was an old fat guy with the big white beard, and he would jerk off and say "ho ho ho."
Jesus.
And then send her presents. He go, "Oh, you've been a very good girl," and send her presents. It was the creepiest shit.
Yeah, that's a little creepy.
Weird.
Yeah.
Did she do it through hopefully an anonymous Amazon?
She had a website that
Okay.
she was on, but this fucking dum-dum put her Amazon wish list up with her real name and address.
Dumb.
Fucking Momo.
Yeah, that's a real rookie mistake.
It really is.
That's a rookie mistake.
You know what the creepiest part of that story is, though? You know that guy's a mall Santa.
Oh, absolutely.
You know he's sitting there,
Oh,
like, that's the
yeah,
guy.
yeah, of
One of
course.
those guys that you've put your kid on his lap. Like, he
Ah.
wears the suit home and jerks off in it and sends, like, fucking cam girls gifts and... Ugh.
God.
Ugh. Let's you want to call the show.
Bum, bum.
It's 866-969-1969. Zac Amico is here with Tom Papa. Joe in New Jersey. Welcome to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hi, Joe.
Hey, I used to have when I was younger a Jacob's ladder. I had 5 piercings down the bottom of my shaft.
What?
I've heard of that. I've seen photos of that too.
Yeah, they're like surface piercings along the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
mean-
It started off as 1,
Jim,
and then
you've
2.
never had a girlfriend that had a Jacob's ladder?
What's that?
Nothing. Go ahead.
No, it would creep me out.
It would.
Yeah, it would
You're thinking
creep
of
me
an Adam's apple.
Oh,
I've never had a girlfriend who didn't. No, the Jacob's ladder I wouldn't go for at all.
the piercings.
Yeah. My tongue.
They're enamored by it. They love it. Once they find out, it's incredible.
They're
I can
showing
imagine
They are.
they would,
They
but I
want to
don't
see
like.
it. They want to touch it. They want to anything.
See, I don't like clit rings or clit hood rings. I like genitals just to be genital. Like I like a pussy to have like a smell to it and have fucking a big, nice fat clip. I don't like a ring to it. But I guess I could see where women would find that cool because dicks are, I guess, boring to most women because every guy wants to show his stupid dick.
Right.
And
Look
like,
what I got.
Yeah, put a hat on it, fix it, do so you do that. They're like, that's different.
It is so interesting though that so much of penis piercing culture is about just they're gonna want to touch it or see it. If I do this to it,
right? It's not good enough. If I could dress it up a little bit.
Yeah. I'll accessorize it, and then they're gonna want to touch it. And once they've touched it, I can get it in their mouth.
Yeah.
Well, if it's 9 inches long, you don't need accessories. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Yeah, I guess so. Was that your issue, Zach? You needed to add some decoration to it.
Well, it was just a great, like, I remember, because I've had my dick pierced twice. I got it once in high school. I actually had the top rung of a Jacob's ladder. So I had, like, a little ring through the surface. I got it on St. Mark's from this big African guy. And I just remember he went, "You have to pull it out more." And I was like, it does not come out anymore. And I just remember these giant black fingers around my, like, horrified dick.
Which, by the way, the last
That's funny.
the last guy you want telling you pull it out more is the big African guy who pierces dicks.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, I remember I had it in high school, and I remember just girls that never spoke to me before, like hot little Spanish girls, were walking up to me in the hallway, grabbing my dick because they heard and
Really?
wanted to touch it. It was like that level of like.
Because they found out Adebisi had pierced your dick.
Yeah. I'll just lie. My
Yeah.
dick is pierced. Really? But once it's in their mouth, what are they going to do?
It must have fallen out.
Yeah, I lost it.
Check, it's under. It's under. Whoop,
Yeah,
there it
you
is.
go.
And then half the reason
That's-
I got my Monroe, I have a little stud right here, because when girls go, "Oh, did that hurt?" Well, not as bad as the one in my dick.
It's a conversation starter.
Wow.
Excellent. It's like a very subtle arrow down your crotch. Yeah, it's a smart move.
That's fucking incredible, though, for a nerd to be able to figure out a way that you can have chicks grabbing your dick in high school.
Or just the sad story of a boy who was willing to let a man stab him in the cock. Then he finally got attention.
I think you'd be surprised. I think there are a lot of high school dudes that if they found out that really did happen, they would do it. They would do it.
I think I remember like 3 or 4 other guys in my high school class getting dick rings after me because they heard and saw girls touching my dick in the hallway.
That's
Where'd
incredible.
you get the idea?
There's a movie
kid.
called Strangeland that Dee Snider made.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Twisted Sister. And it's 90s as shit. It's like about
Right.
a guy who meets girls in chat rooms and kills them. And he's like all covered in piercings and tattoos. And one guy he ties up and pierces his dick. And the day I saw that movie, I just remember, oh, people do that? I want that. I've
Yeah.
always
Wow.
wanted it.
And then you got done, and then your dream came true.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Is that Dee Snider in the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's a cool movie.
He directed it,
Yeah, he wrote and directed it, I believe.
and it was good.
Yeah, I mean, it's very like silly 90s now because it's like all in like AOL chat rooms.
Right.
But you're also like a B movie guy.
Yeah, I'm obsessed. I love bad horror movies.
Yeah.
And this is just like, it's such a perfect portrait of that exact time in the 90s.
Uh-huh.
Do you ever see Bloodsucking Freaks?
That's a trauma movie, yes.
Is that a trauma?
Oh, yeah,
with
yeah.
Ronnie, little Ronnie. Was it?
Ralphus.
Oh, Ralphus. So Ronnie was the fucking midget. Ozzy used to hang. Ralphus. That's right.
Yes, that's a great movie.
Yeah, Bloodsucking Freaks is one of the early trauma
It's
movies.
the first movie Trauma ever released. It was called Sardu. It was under another name, and then they gave it Bloodsucking Freaks as like an exploitational name.
Okay.
But that's a fucking great movie.
By the way, Zach was also in Return to Nukem High Volume 1 and will be in Volume 2 as well. That's Troma's Kill Bill.
Ah.
we made an
Return to
event film.
Nukem High Volume 1 and 2.
Sam was very nice to come to our premiere at the Alamo for Volume 1.
Yeah, I've
That's
been
how
a
I met
fucking
Nice.
Trauma nerd forever.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Draft House, right?
At the Alamo
Where is
Draft
that?
House.
Brooklyn?
They just opened one in Brooklyn, but Sam came to the one in Yonkers.
Yeah, there's a really good one in
Oh,
Yonkers.
I've never been to one of those. I heard they're good.
Really cool. That's good. There's a one in Brooklyn called the Nighthawk, and just it's such a nice way to see a movie.
Yeah.
You can eat dinner.
Oh, yeah.
full dinner, and it's just like it's a little bit more money, but it also is just a nice way to see a movie. And you also know that people who are going to be rude during a movie wouldn't pay that much extra to sit
Right.
down and eat.
But how do they
In reserve-
stop all the noise from the dinner and stuff?
It's not noisy.
You have a card where you order on paper. So like you write down your order, you put it in front of your seat, and a waitress or waiter comes very quietly, takes it, brings you your order. There's no talking.
Yeah.
And it tends to be a little like, I don't want to say upper class, but it's a little like bougie,
Yeah.
a little hipstery. So people are like very and then a lot of those theaters, I think the Alamo has a no talking whatsoever policy.
Yeah, like they put up a thing where like you can on the things that you write on to order your food.
Right.
If you just write, the person next to me is texting. Then they'll look at it, they'll go, okay, and then they'll go back around. And if they get 2 cards, you're thrown out. And they won't let you come in
Wow.
late. They won't let you, no talking, no texting, no
Good.
coming in late, no any of
Jesus, so it's all white people.
And it's reserved seating too, so you know where you're gonna sit. You do it online.
Is there any light though to see? There's there little lights in the seat.
There are
that-
these little tiny, like they're these very
Like pen
dim.
lights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Under
Is that distract from the
the.
movie?
No,
No.
not at all.
I want to do that. I've heard a lot of great things about
You should
the
come
Alamo
over.
Draft
I'll
Fest.
take you out to dinner and a movie.
Which is better? Is that is the one in Brooklyn better or the one you
The
like?
one in Brooklyn just opened. I want to say like
Yeah.
Halloween time.
Really, really recently. I like the one in Yonkers better because I like everything in Westchester better. So I will go for the one in Yonkers.
Do you live there?
I do. Yeah, the one in Yonkers is like 10 minutes from my house.
I've never been to one. I'm gonna
Because they're-
go.
oh, yeah, most
Maybe I'll
weekends
take a
I'm there.
broad there.
Oh, that's
It's a
nice
great fucking
idea.
date, Jim.
You
It's a
should.
classy date.
And but the food is good.
Food is good.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
order during the movie or before it?
You could do either one.
Oh, I like to eat from the beginning of a movie on. I mean, that's just me.
Unlimited popcorn.
I don't really go for popcorn on the diet. No.
Tell me more about this, Jim. A movie without popcorn?
I know.
Oh,
What kind of food do they
man.
sell? They sell like chicken and.
Yeah, it's like restaurant food.
Yeah.
Burgers,
Oh, it is.
whatever you
Okay.
want. Whatever you
Yeah,
want.
it's not like movie theater food. It's like a restaurant in the back.
They got vegetarian stuff, everything. Although the vegetarian stuff might be too fattening for you.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
go.
know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have treat myself after December 17th. Like maybe I'm gonna treat
That
myself.
sounds nice.
Is that because that's the special?
Shoot it, yeah. So after that, I'll have.
Where are you shooting?
Scribble here in the city.
Oh, that's
But
awesome.
I want to shoot. I tell you, the first thing I want to eat after I shoot is I want to go and get Joe's Pizza
Yeah.
or John's. Joe's is
I
on
love how you're
6th
acting
Nice
like
treat
Avenue.
for you.
Huh?
I love how you're acting like you're a fucking fighter. And you need to have a cheat day after your big fight. Like, oh no, I'm training right now.
need
but
a little-
after-
I am
incentive.
fighting. So I'm fighting the urge to throw something at you. No, I just know I'm a fucking compulsive creep, and it's like I want to just do it and then
Yeah.
then eat some pizza. I haven't had pizza
Yeah, a little
in
treat
year.
at the finish line.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love pizza.
They got pizzas at the Alamo.
Do they?
Oh yeah.
Probably shitty though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get them. But come by. We'll double
In Yonkers.
in Yonkers.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I don't think Jim's gonna go. I don't think he's
No, I
gonna
will.
be there. Yeah.
Skirball's a nice spot, Jimmy.
Yes. Yeah, I shot there once in 2006.
You excited about it?
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel
Very
good.
excited.
Are you? How are you? You haven't? Have you? You shot for the Comedy Central thing that they were shooting, the roast thing that Jim
Yes, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it. They did 7 battles, and there's no guarantee they have to edit it down to an episode.
did. But you won. Like the thing here.
I won the tournament, the stand, and from that they hired me for the taping for Comedy Central.
all
I have no
that's-
idea if I'll make it. I have
all that
no
is
clue.
enough to get your foot in the door.
Yeah,
That's
no
it.
clue.
That sucks.
That was my first. That's gonna be my first real credit, I think.
Yeah.
Nice.
hopefully.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Tom.
Was he? You think he'll get in, Jim?
I have
You've
no
watched
idea
it.
how it works behind the
He
scenes.
will.
He was funny enough to get in,
Yeah.
but I never know how networks work things behind the scenes.
I mean, they had us close, which is cool.
Yep.
So even if I don't make it, it was cool to close out a huge show like that.
You're
Yeah.
gonna make it. You'll
Yeah.
make it.
If you've been awarded a championship belt for comedy, I feel like you should be.
My girlfriend came home the next day and I was asleep with the belt. I put it on the pillow next to me. I'd slept next to it.
Funny, fast forward a few years, you're going to be breaking it up and taking it. These are the jewels from the belt. Mr. Amico, the belt of a champion is a very rare item.
Have you done the naked Shawn Michaels pose with it yet, where it's just wrapped around your leg and you've got nothing else on?
Do you think I did anything else the second I got home but put that fucking belt on naked?
Shawn Michaels posed for Playgirl when he was WWF champion in the 90s.
Yeah.
And it is the most homoerotic wrestler shot. Look at this.
Oh,
That's
God.
Zac Amico with his Roast Masters Roast Battle Championship.
Second best Playgirl spread behind Peter Steele from Typo Negative.
What did Peter Steele look
His
like?
cock is fucking tremendous.
Yeah? You
Holy shit.
were impressed? Oh, look at him with the roses
His
over
dick
it.
is ridiculous.
He's got flowers and candles on it.
Yeah.
I know there's a shot of his fucking.
What, Adrian? Is your safe search on or something?
Yeah, what are you doing,
I
Adrian?
hope
Don't
not.
act like you don't fucking know where this is.
Yeah. Just look it up on your phone if you have to. It's right. Look up Peter Steele Playgirl nude.
Yeah.
Nude.
Or cock.
Trust me, I've seen this man's cock. There it is.
They show hard-ons in. I don't like his face.
You don't like his face?
No, I like the expression on his face.
Peter Steele is sitting there showing off his giant boner, and Tim's going, "I don't like his face."
I didn't think you
wants
show
the total
hard-ons in
package.
Playgirl.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to show him flaccid?
Absolutely, yeah. I think they had to, or it became hardcore. I don't know.
There's Playgirl rules.
The girl's hot.
But you don't mind his dick. You just don't like his face.
I don't care about his dick either way. I just
Yeah, no, he is a terrifying caveman person.
Is
Yeah, he's fucking weird looking. Yeah.
he?
I guess so. He's got a good body, though.
He's alive.
No, Peter Steele.
He
passed
did
away.
die. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the guy that did. What did he die of? Drugs?
I think he had a heart attack.
his dick was too big. All the blood rushed away
Scared
from the rest of his
That
body.
sucks. You're in a band. You're in good shape with a big penis. Hot girls will fuck you. You die early. That stinks.
He looked down and got scared to death.
What did he
man.
die of?
I don't know. It was, died of heart failure.
Aortic aneurysm. Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, 2010. Okay.
Ooh,
Man,
that's
oh,
a bad
man.
one.
They did
Aortic aneurysm.
I think they did a great cover of Paranoid. It was real slow. Finished. with
Aneurysms.
my woman.
Was it?
So good. Yeah, it was really weird.
Aneurysms scare me because apparently they just happen.
Especially with a head like
Just
that.
a
That
tear in your
you're
aorta.
basically waiting for something.
You think I'm a high aneurysm risk?
Oh my God.
Because I got a big cranium?
Gigantic. They'd never be able to find the problem.
There's too much in there, Mr. Roberts. We don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, aneurysms scare me.
Just one day, hey, the show got a lot funnier.
We should take a break.
Yes, Zach is here. He's hanging out. Zach is not funny on Twitter at ZAC. There's no K. And you got and now, of course, the Real Ass Podcast with you and Lewis. And are you doing any gigs coming up?
Yeah, you come see me at the Stand on the 28th. Free show, Frantic. Me, Aaron Berg, a bunch of really funny people, and just Real Ass Podcast. That's my thing.
Okay, cool. And Tom?
Well,
I've got a show tonight, a big show tonight at the Village Underground, the Come to Papa live radio show with Gary Goldman and Ryan Hamilton, etc. That's tonight at 8. And my new special comes out on Epix on December 9th called Human Mule. Maybe you'll see the billboard in Times Square just to remind you of what's
Is
going
there a billboard
on.
in Times Square?
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's just, me in a big picture. It's not a big thing.
did you have
Wow.
anybody awesome direct at
It's
this?
cool they called it Human. Human Mule. It's a cool name, honestly.
Oh.
Yeah. More accurately, it would have been Sucks a Big. Yeah, it sucks a big mule. Oh, shit. So, who directed it? Was Rob Zombie do it?
Yeah, did anybody amazing direct it?
Jay Chapman.
Oh,
I shot it in.
yeah.
I shot it in Cleveland. It's hilarious, and they'll be out in December.
No, I can't wait to see.
I think you'll enjoy.
And you'll come back to talk
I'll
about
come
it,
back.
I'm sure.
Well,
You'll
yeah,
come back.
when I come
You'll come
in,
back.
we'll do a junket.
You shot an opening?
Just scenes of Cleveland. Just kind of drifting
How
through
long
the
is it?
city. How long is what?
The opening.
The opening is a minute.
Do you have a dope opening for this special?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't
I'm
know?
working on it.
You're not confident?
I didn't
You've
wanna
had
do
some
too
really
much
good
with it.
openings.
Yeah. I got
Jim had Omar from The Wire assault him in one of his
Right.
openings.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a king of the opening.
no, I just do things that mean something like to me. They don't mean
Right.
anything to half the population who didn't at that time know who Michael K. Williams was. The audience got it because they knew I liked him. He
Right.
licked my head. He's like, "Do you mind if I do that?" I'm like, "No."